All right, guys, hello. My name is Chris Palmer. Welcome back to the channel. If you love SEO, if you have a business, if you want to rank higher in the SERPs and you want to learn with me, please subscribe for more wonderful videos like this one you're about to see. In today's video, I have a thought, an idea, a method for you that you can implement to help boost your Google My Business posts, your Google My Business listings, and that will be in today's video. Let's get into it. So, this is a tactic, a method for Google My Business, a tip that will help you rank your posts, your listings a little bit higher, especially within the map pack. As you know, really all of the magic, everything that you can do with Google My Business is really within those posts. Okay, guys? Keep that in mind, all right? So what I'm going to share with you today, a method to rank higher in Google My Business, is a method, a strategy that I use called post stacking, okay? Kind of like an entity stack, or a G stack, whatever you want to call it, but we're doing it with the posts, okay? Kind of like you would use, I'm trying to refer to it, but with Google My Business, if you had your architecture, okay? So let's just say you have your main post, right? And let's say your head term, let's just, for instance, right? Let's just say that your key term is going to be SEO, right? So you would have another post, right? So you would have another post pointing to this post, right? And then you have another post, and then this one would be local SEO, right? SEO. And then this one here would probably be something along the lines more broad. We'd probably go with digital marketing, right? DM. Okay. And yet, I'm just showing you visually. So you would have on your Google My Business listing for your posts, in order to rank a little bit higher, to push that up, if you have noticed on your Google My Business that you actually will get a do follow link. So you're allowed to post, I think the maximum is 3, maybe 4 posts, okay, in a row. All right. So the idea, the thought, the method that I'm sharing with you today, is almost, it's a stack. You're stacking your posts to push relevancy and power to the head term post to help along with your listing. Okay, I hope you can see the power and what I'm getting at here. I'm giving you the idea, the method, the thought, and I'll go a little bit deeper into it, but this is really what you're going to do. You're going to have your key term, your key post. You will then make another post with another term that is super relevant, that is pointing to this post, okay? And then you can either take this last post and point it here, which is ideal, which is then pointing to here, but I would pass it up through, okay? And then I'm going to give you an extra little bonus at the end of the video, something that I just picked up, and I will show you that. But let me show you how to go ahead and do something like this. All right, see how you have your posts right in order? Boom, boom, boom. All right, you could spread them out, or do them in the same day, but I believe the max is either 3 or 4. Generally, you might want to spread them out over a day or two. Do 2 today, 2 tomorrow, 2 the next day. But the idea the method here is the stacking and pushing the power to the main key. All right, so let me just go ahead and show you an example so you know the link that you would send. Instead of sending it to your website, I would then go ahead and send, as you're setting up your structure, go ahead and send it to the post before. And then on your third post, you will then send that post to the post before that, all working its way up. So within a week's time, let's say you did 3 today, 3 the next day. So you would have 3 or 6, 9. You would have a stack then pushing all the way up to the lead post that you did, passing the power and all that relevancy and all of that power, just pushing it up to your post. This is a very powerful method, and I really just wanted to share this with you. So you know all about putting your keywords into the Google My Business posting, to write them out, and you know to do the call to action, and then in that link up to your post that was before. So to show you a quick example, you would then grab this share URL, right? Get this share URL, and then you would create, so that would be your base posting, right? It's filled out, it's got all your keyword, everything that you want in there. Then you would make another post pointing at that post, right? And then make another post pointing at that post. Okay, now with that out of the way, I said that I would add, and then once you have all of your posts together, to just go ahead and top it off, just to add a little bit more juice to your top tier GMB post, like I'm mentioning here in the stack, okay? You will go ahead and go on to LinkedIn, all right? And then I will show you the area to put that top link. For your local business, just to add that little bit more relevancy to push up, and you have a LinkedIn page or business, just to add that little bit more to your top post, there is a about section, okay? In this about section, what you will then do is, if you take a look when you're making these posts, you can go in here and add a link, okay? You can add a link to a outside source that is an image, okay? And that's what you are linking to, an image, which is a post inside your Google My Business from your LinkedIn. And if you go ahead and you take a look, let's just say I did one in one of my stacks. If you take a look here at view, let's just go to our Moz bar, right? This is a do follow link from LinkedIn, as you can see, right? Straight to the post. Okay, so to go ahead and boil this down a little bit more for you, so you will have your lead post on Google My Business. So that will be post 1 with your main keyword. Okay, everything's filled out. You have your keywords in there. You have a nice photo in there. Everything you want in there. Put some citation information. Everything that you could put inside of that post, make sure it is in there. Then you will create another post. You will grab the share link from this post. So you'll have the share link, right? You will create this post here. It's a brand new post, and it's a secondary, right, keyword. It's a broader keyword, but in the same niche. Make sure everything is relevant, everything. It has a little bit different keywords inside of the actual post. However, you're putting, instead of the call to action going to your website, you are going to link back to this post from that post, pushing that power, that do follow, that beautiful, delicious power up to the other post. Then, to make the stack just a little bit tastier, right? Like a little bit juicier, like you're adding a little bit of cheese layer on there, right? what you will do is you will add another post. This is going to be a third keyword. It's going to be a broad keyword. So if I was doing SEO and this post here was local SEO, I would do this post digital marketing. And what I would do is I would get the post, remember the share link, right? The share link. I would take that share link of the second post and put it into here. So this third post is going to the second is going to the third, and it's going right up. It's that beautiful juice. And then to top it all off, right? Just to top it all, right? You can either take the LinkedIn, right, that I just showed you. You can either make a LinkedIn, right? This is just a way to get a do follow from LinkedIn. I'm going to make a separate video, but I'm giving it to you in this video too, right? I'm giving you this one too for fun because it adds to the juice. You know what I mean, guys? So you have these links. When you go in here, if you add those post images, remember it has to be to an image. If you take those images, right? These are do follow links from LinkedIn pointing to your post. You can either do the bottom layer, right, which is passing all the way up, or you can send one to each post, at least the bottom two tiers, right? So this tier here and this tier here, right? All pointing to your main post. And then what you would want to do, maybe on that last post, make these a little bit longer, make them run longer. Instead of doing a 7-day, maybe do a 10-day or a 14-day, right? Something along those lines. Maybe that top post is an event. Be creative, guys, all right? This is the method. This is the thought that I wanted to give to you guys, okay? I hope that you found value in this Google My Business tip. I hope it's actionable. I hope it's a tip that you can use. I hope that you see the value in what I just showed you. You're stacking your posts. All of the magic is in those Google My Business posts, and this is how you can rank them higher. I'll see you in the next video.